Even as the security forces battle terrorists in a very hostile environment in Jammu and Kashmir, senior Congress leader Digvijay Singh has chosen to insult our brave Jawans. In a shocking statement, Digvijay equated terrorists to the very force fighting them. He says people in Kashmir Valley are being killed both by militants and the military. This callous comment has sparked massive protest and outrage from the opposition.
उधर से आतंकवाद उनको मारता है, उधर से यहाँ पे फोर्सेस हमारे उनको मारती है, तो घाटी में यही व्यवस्था सुधर गई थी।
बेवकूफाना बयान को थोड़ा मैं जस्टिफाई करूंगा इसका जवाब देकर। मतलब उनके आज के किस बयान पे आपने सोचा कि ये बयान उन्होंने अच्छा दिया है? अभी क्या है कि कुछ लोगों की जो एग्जिस्टेंस है वो उल्टे सीधे बयान देने पर ही रह गई है, वरना आप लोग उनके पास जाएंगे नहीं।
All right, let me go across to my colleague Supriya Bhardwaj, who's joining me on the phone line for more on this. Supriya, at a time when the Congress party has just come out of a drubbing in Uttar Pradesh, Digvijay Singh was in charge in Goa and he has been accused of sleeping at the wheel there. By making such statements on a sensitive issue like Kashmir, is he not just dragging the entire Congress into another quagmire?
Well, Ankit, as far as the Congress party is concerned, they have quickly distanced themselves from this comment made by the party's General Secretary. They are saying this comment has been made by Mr. Digvijay Singh in his personal capacity. He is not the official spokesperson, but just a senior leader and the General Secretary. Certainly, party understands the kind of impact the statement given by the senior Congress leader is concerned. On one hand, the party is trying to project that they were the ones under whose regime the army as well as the Kashmiri people were at peace. There wasn't much of stone pelting from last 10 years. We have seen as to how the Congress leaders are coming out and asking the government that what is being done to protect the army officers ever since that which surface. And on the other hand, there is a senior leader who goes ahead and gives that kind of a statement. So certainly Congress party has quickly distanced itself from the statement given by Digvijay Singh.
All right, Supriya, just stay on with me. Let's just quickly once again listen into what Digvijay Singh said.
यही व्यवस्था सुधर गई थी, उधर से आतंकवाद उनको मारता है, उधर से यहाँ पे फोर्सेस हमारे उनको मारती है, तो घाटी में यही व्यवस्था सुधर गई थी, उधर से आतंकवाद उनको मारता है, उधर से यहाँ पे फोर्सेस हमारे उनको मारती है, तो घाटी में यही व्यवस्था सुधर गई थी जो आपके साथ।
All right, joining me now on the broadcast is Mr. Sushil Pandit. He's in the studio with me. Also being joined on the broadcast on the phone line is with Lieutenant General Raj Qadian, who is also on the broadcast here. Before I go to Sushil Pandit, let me just get a quick comment from Lieutenant General Qadian. So when you hear a mainstream political party, a senior leader of the Congress, Digvijay Singh, talking about how the people of Kashmir are being killed by militants and the military alike, he has equated the military with the militants that they are fighting. How do you respond to a statement like this, sir?
A statement of this kind coming from a senior politician like Mr. Digvijay is very unfortunate. Not only is it false, I mean, security forces are there to protect the population and not to kill people as his statement seems to allege. As it is, Pakistan is doing everything possible to demoralize our soldiers. Our politicians should at least make sure that if they can't help the security forces in doing a difficult task which they are undertaking, at least don't make negative comments. I think the statement made by Mr. Digvijay Singh, I would recommend to the senior politician, it's a political problem in Kashmir. They were in power for 10 years. Why don't they get together and find a solution rather than taking snipes at the poor security forces personnel who are there not out of choice. They are there in the national compulsion. So I suggest, I think, if I can make a recommendation to him and to others, please do not say anything that demoralizes soldiers who are undertaking a difficult task. If you can't help them, at least keep quiet about it. This statement, to my mind, is incorrect, should not have been made by Mr. Digvijay.
Sushil Pandit, what would compel a mainstream political leader when they are talking about trying to get dialogue back in Kashmir political process to come back on track as far as Kashmir is concerned, to make such a statement?
You see, there are two aspects to it. One, it is the Congress party mindset where such things emanate very regularly, where you keep equating your security and defense apparatus with the challenges that they face as a nation from militants and jihadi groups in Kashmir. However, on this statement, the party seems to distance itself from the leader by saying that it is in his own personal capacity that he has said this. So when it comes to the person of Digvijay Singh, I must agree with Congress, he has immense capacity for destruction. When he ruled Madhya Pradesh for 10 years, and he was given a send-off, he had earned the sobriquet of Shriman Bantadhar. Ever since, Congress has not been able to gain power in Madhya Pradesh.
Okay.
Now, ever since he is not in office, as a general secretary, he is supposed to have groomed their new heir, who has not met with much success, and he has, in a series of announcements over the years, discredited himself.
Okay.
For example, 2008 Mumbai attack, and he goes out and releases a book saying this attack was orchestrated from within in the country by the Hindu terror groups, that Hemant Karkare was actually the target of this attack, who was leading the anti-terrorist cell within Mumbai. So before that, he would use honorifics like Sahab with Hafiz Saeed, with Osama bin Laden.
Can I request you to stay on with me? Ravindra Raina of the BJP is also joining us on the phone line. Mr. Raina, when you hear a statement like this coming in from the Congress party's Digvijay Singh, you are a leader from Jammu and Kashmir. What sort of an effect do you see in the valley of a statement like this?
This is very unfortunate that a senior leader of the Congress party made such an irrelevant and destructive statement. A abusive statement, I would say. And one of my colleagues who was speaking before me, he was absolutely right. But it was the responsibility of a party who's such a senior functionary making such an irrelevant and anti-national statement. We people are suffering in Kashmir. We are from Kashmir. I am from Kashmir. I am a legislator. I know how my peoples are being butchered by Pakistan. How Pakistan is paying a handsome amount to the same pelters. How Pakistan is instigating all these propagandists against India. This is a war against our nation. This is war against India. And at this juncture, we should come unitedly and we should support what our security forces did. A few days back, we have seen how our CRPF jawans were humiliated. The stone pelters, anti-nationals are repeatedly testing the patience of our security forces.
Okay.
And a leader like Digvijay Singh, who is sitting in an air-conditioned room, enjoying all luxuries of life, he's making such a derogatory statement, I would say. Shame on all these leaders. I hope the Congress party will take note of it. Otherwise, I will definitely believe that this is a pre-planned statement of Congress party, and mouth is used of Digvijay Singh.
RSN Singh, a security and a strategic expert, is also on the phone line with us. Mr. Singh, from the perspective of the intelligence agencies, from the kind of propaganda that these days a video clip is being utilized by the jihadis, by Pakistan-propped terrorists, when you see a statement coming in from the mainstream political party, not based in Kashmir Valley, where somebody would say that there are certain compulsions on them, how do you react to that, and also how does it affect the entire counterbalance as far as the Jammu and Kashmir is concerned?
No, I don't think. I mean, I would like to say that it's from a mainstream political party. But yes, I have always said that there are individuals in Luton's Delhi who facilitated 26/11, and it was very, it was very obvious. There were individuals in Luton's Delhi who fabricated, in collusion with some media houses, this specter of a Hindu terror. I don't know how has the network died suddenly. And I'm also appalled that some of these fellows, I mean, third rate, fourth rate, Maharajas wagging their tail in front of a 47-year-old man, with no education. This comes on this earth. I have absolutely no time for them. And what is the Modi government doing? Why hasn't he put this man with that bloody sinister smile behind the bars? This man, or whosoever it is, who fancies himself to be a minor Maharaja, and he keeps creating Hindu terror, he keeps giving this kind of a statement, dilutes the resolve of the state, and we are compelled to carry him with us. What sort of establishment we are living in?
All right. Sushil Pandit, if I can bring you in on this. As far as the politics in Kashmir is concerned, it's a very delicate matter, right? There are political parties trying to balance a lot of things. We still are, at least with the given situation, the situation is very fragile as far as the entire process in the valley is concerned. When Digvijay Singh would speak something like this, we also heard Farooq Abdullah making a few statements in the run-up to the election in Srinagar. When you hear politicians speak like this, and on the other hand, we also have clips of terrorists threatening political workers at gunpoint, what sort of a message will it go to the people, those who believe in democracy in the Kashmir Valley?
You've asked a very pertinent question. Over the years, the patriots in Kashmir Valley have been treated on a discount. They haven't got the protection or the encouragement that they deserved from successive central governments or even the political parties that rule the roost within the state. It is on the contrary the separatists, the militants, the terrorists and the pro-secessionists who have commanded a premium, which is why today the number of those who stand by India, who fight for India, is dwindling and are confused. And this kind of mindset and such statements continue to appease the anti-India constituency in Kashmir. When Farooq Abdullah fights an election and before election he says that stone pelters are pelting stones for their nation, Watan. When he says to Hurriyat that please unite all your factions and we are with you. When he makes anti-India statements, he is again pandering to the same section.
Yes.
Even, completely forgetting that there are times when he says that National Conference has paid the heaviest price of, losing lives of its workers to militants. All that is forgotten. Then you start currying favor with the worst kind of secessionists and jihadi elements, the fundamentalists. So, when you pander to this secession, it has graduated from pandering to sub-nationalism.
Absolutely.
That has graduated from pandering to Muslim identity politics. So, this is a scaling up, ratcheting up of a disease which began in 1947 itself.
Lieutenant General Qadian, as a military commander, always it has been spoken about Kashmir that it's not only a military problem, there has to be a political solution as well. Both will have to work together. When you see the politicians trying to whip up sentiments like this, speaking against their own men in uniform, those who have been serving in very difficult circumstances, as a commander, how difficult does that make a job of a military man?
Yes, Kashmir problem, in fact, every insurgency problem is very complex. It comprises, military is only one aspect of it. It comprises political elements, social, economic, psychological, many other factors. Military at best is the first to be sent there to keep the problem suppressed down to a level where the other agencies can carry on working. Unfortunately, Kashmir problem for many years now, there is no visible progress on the other front. Military will continue to keeping the problem under control. They are basically a band-aid solution. They are not a cure to the problem. It is not a military problem that the military can find a solution to it. We expect as a military commander that politicians should at least give us full support, moral, physical, vocal in every aspect. When you hear this kind of statement, it is very, very depressing, it is very disappointing. And for the Jawans today, everybody is watching television. it can also be demoralizing, and that will be playing into the hands of the Pakistanis. That is what they have been doing, making efforts to demoralize the security forces in the valley so that the situation turns favorable to Pakistan. So Mr. Digvijay Singh, being a very responsible politician, very unfortunate that he has made this kind of suggestion. I wish he had not.